But the Congress, everything is up for grabs as long as it's yours.
Welcome, where William Wagner gives you information that ought to give you second thoughts about the unconstitutional acts of our local, state, and federal government. I am Megan Wells. Now producer and host, the good guy in the white hat, William Wagner.
Thank you, William Wagner, for this episode of the show. We've got with us a candidate for office, not a Democrat, not a Republican, not a Libertarian, but an independent. Please welcome Jim Fitzgerald.
The home very long without a court case. That sounds very reasonable.
I'm going to give you another case. I just investigated. Watch this clip. I'll be back in a second. Jules told you that Carol Evans, your neighbor, and Carol Evans is about how old, 50?
About, yeah, middle-aged.
58, and she's telling you Carol Evans' father proposed to marry her, Ed somebody?
Yeah.
A retired police officer wanted to marry her at age 85?
That's what she said, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Does that seem just kind of weird?
Very, yes.
Can you believe anything Jules says anymore?
Not really. She lied so much. I don't know if it's true or not.
Do you still love your sister, Jules?
I can't say. I'm not sure anymore.
Doesn't the Bible you read command you to love your enemies?
Yes.
Is Jewel your enemy?
Yes, she betrayed us.
So aren't you supposed to love her in spite of that?
Yes, but it's hard.
It is hard, isn't it? Your sister Colette's still hiding right now in the bedroom.
Yes.
She's damaged your family a lot. But yet she ran home because she wanted to end the nightmare, didn't she?
Yes.
And how did she get taken out of here?
My mother took her in the pickup.
Your mother took her in the pickup where?
The pickup to an apartment in San Marcos to hide her out because she was scared of the Evans.
Jules was scared of the Evans, and she's 19.
19.
Was she scared of CPS too?
She didn't say, but she was scared of the Evans, she said.
Did she say why she was scared of the Evans?
No, not at that time.
Did she tell you at any time they had locked her in a room?
That was later, but I don't know if it's true or not.
But did she tell you that?
Yeah. I do know she definitely did run here and she was pretty upset.
And that's our conclusion.
If you had to fight again for this country based on what you saw done to your neighbor here, Mr. Rodriguez, would you be willing to fight for a system this corrupt? Would you be willing to die so this could go on?
I was raised, no, not for this to go on. No. If I knew this was what was going to go on, no. But I was raised, a U.S. citizen to believe, in Old Glory.
JT, my question is real simple and real precise. Knowing now what you saw done to your neighbor, Mr. Rodriguez, and Carmen Rodriguez, and their sons and daughters, knowing now what this was going to happen, would you go to Vietnam, put your life on the line so this stuff would continue to happen?
Nope. Not so that this would continue to happen. I served in Vietnam, but this is a war right now going on right here where we live, in my neighborhood. This is a war.
A war against who?
Against good and bad. This is like good and evil. And they're stating that this family is evil, and they're not. And like I said before, this is just like we're in that Salem, a witch hunt. This is a witch hunt. This family, I've known them since they've been here. This is the only man in this neighborhood that has come over and helped me. Didn't at that time, he came to my house and offered to help me on my vehicle. Then that night we were about 11 o'clock, and we weren't finished. He said, well, I get off tomorrow about 7 or 8, and I'm going to the other job. I'll be here about 10:30. You mind if I come back over? Do you mind if I come back over to help you? Does that sound like a bad person? And these are my friends, you know, and I'll fight for them just like I fought for my country.
We lost people as friends when they said that Mark was guilty. So by us coming here and being here, you know, we was going through it just like they were.
Our system says you're innocent until you're proven guilty. God knows what that man did or whether that girl's lying. I don't. But I don't believe he did that because I know him personally and I know her personally. You know, I don't believe he did that.
And Jewel did say on the court record, she said, I lied.
Yes.
Do the neighbors that are shunning you now know that she said that on the court record?
No.
I don't think they went to the trial. My wife went to the trial.
They just know all the bad publicity.
They know the rumors.
They know the rumors,
The
but they
rumors.
haven't seen the court record.
No.
Ilke, was there a time about 3 months after your sister Jules told these terrible lies against your father that she actually came right across the street from Carol Evans' house, busted through your door, ran in here, and tried to stay here? Did that really happen?
21st, 2006.
And why did she burst through the door? I thought she was trying to escape your father.
Yeah, that's the thing. She came in through the door. Mom was cooking supper at the time. She came into the living room. I didn't really know what was happening. I was in my room, and from the window I heard Colette saying, Jules back. I went into their room, which is the master bedroom, because I thought she was in there. I turned around, and there she was. She came into her room. She was just crying.
What did Jules was crying?
Jules.
Was she crying about something the Evans did to them or said to her?
I couldn't really understand her. All she said was things like, I can't believe I did this to my family. Those lies she told, I was guessing.
And Jules told you that.
Yeah,
You heard that with your own ears.
Yes. She could hardly talk. She was mostly crying.
How did she escape the Evans to get over here?
She ran, I know that. She ran.
And she was how old at this time?
19.
So she was a legal adult. How are they holding her prisoner over there?
I don't even know if that happened. That's what she said. That's just hearsay. I don't know for sure if that really happened. But she did run over here.
And Colette's in her bedroom hiding from us and still got anger issues over what CPS did to her till she was 18. Was that the Colette you knew before?
No.
Before the CPS started this nightmare?
No. Not at all.
Was she a talkative young lady?
Yes. Great difference now. You know, she speaks to us now, but very rarely do we hold a conversation. You know, we still talk, but it's not a great conversation. She comes out every once in a while. If she's out and we're here, she might stay for 2 minutes and then she'll tip by very quietly into her bedroom and stay there till we leave. You know, she used to be out with the horses all the time because she loves her animals.
So would you say she's been greatly damaged by the actions
Yes.
of
Yes.
Carrie Roper?
Yes.
She's been greatly damaged by the actions of Carol Evans?
Yes.
Has she been greatly damaged by the actions of Mary Jo Sheeran?
Yes, sir.
Has she been greatly damaged by the actions of Captain David Brent of the
Yes.
Sheriff's Department?
Yes.